I think learning debt prioritization techniques are really important because we don't talk about this stuff. And these are things that are very simple. So why should you prioritize debt at all? When all debt feels overwhelming, a strategy can actually give you power and control and momentum. So tackling multiple debts without a plan leads to confusion, burnout, financial stagnation, and you just get tired. And so you feel like you're on the hamster wheel and it's just a grind. It's not a good place to be. So prioritizing that creates a clear roadmap, which reduces stress. And now you're on the path to progress and getting that debt repaid. And that can become empowering, not punishing. So the first method I'll give you is the snowball method. So in this one, you pay off your smallest debt first, regardless of the interest rate, and then roll that payment into the next smallest debt. So the pros of this is that it builds quick emotional wins and motivation. It's great for people who need momentum and confidence to stay consistent. And it also helps create a behavior shift around money, because now all of a sudden you're starting to have less debt, okay? The cons are it may cost more in interest over time compared to the avalanche method, which I'm going to talk about next. And it's not ideal if your largest debt has a very high interest rate, okay? Pay off the credit card regardless of the interest rate, because, that's going to get you the most benefit. The second one is the avalanche method. So paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first while making minimum payments on the rest. So just a different way to look at it. So mathematically, the most efficient, it saves you the most money in the long run. It gets rid of the most financially damaging debt that you've got. And often a lot of the time it's credit cards. So the cons here is it might feel slower, even if high interest debts are, especially if the high interest debts are so large. It's also less emotionally rewarding up front, and some people may quit early without a visible win, and they're just like, this is going on forever, right? So I don't think either method is better. The best method is the one that you'll actually stick with. And if you're motivated by progress and small wins, go with the snowball. If you're focused on saving the most money, go with the avalanche. Some do a hybrid, so you can mix it up for sure. So some other debt strategies to consider are debt consolidation. So combining debts into one payment with a lower interest rate, and that helps simplify payments and may reduce total interest. The next would be balance transfer cards. High transfer interest to a zero interest promo card, usually for 6 to 18 months, can be a powerful strategy if you pay it off before the promo ends. Don't get trapped into not getting rid of the other cards, and now you have an additional card, okay? So you got to be careful of that. The next would be automated minimums and extra payments. Automate all minimums to avoid late fees. Manually choose where to apply extra payments based on your method, whatever method you choose. So paying off debt is actually less about math and more about behavior. And your plan should feel sustainable so that you can stick to it and that you're empowered, and you give yourself consistent wins. And you're not just paying down debt, you're building trust within yourself. Like, yes, I can do that. And that's really super important.